Hi, I'm Sina Barham. I'm a graduate student in the Department of Computer Science here at NC State. And when I was asked to teach a course, one of the issues that comes up is how do you use the ClassTech in the technology in the classroom? For example, controlling the projector or the mic volume if you're wearing a mic, or the room volume. And obviously in computer science we do a lot of presenting and we use computers to interact with the students, so that's a big deal if you're a blind professor. And so this problem was solved by the guys here at NC State, and so here's how that system works. We can come up to the table, and I use, like I said, I'm blind, so I use a screen reader on my laptop to navigate around. That's what you hear there. And we have a Crestron panel right here, which we'll get to, that lets me control the room volume and and everything else. And this is the same panel that everybody uses, that's in every classroom. And we have our cables right here in a convenient pocket. So let's go ahead and turn the panel on and get that going. So
swipe up and down to list item. Swipe right to activate item.
So we heard a couple of things there. First, we heard that the system is powering on, and we can also hear that there's a projector coming down in front. So there's some audio feedback there. We also heard an information blurb. It told us that we can swipe up and down to select, to navigate between items, and swipe right to select them. So this lets us have quick information about how to use the system if we're new to it, or if you just forget, and so on and so forth. It's important to note here that if a sighted faculty member or a sighted individual, a sighted user comes up to this device, they also can use it. This speech overlay that's been put on top of it and gesture overlay that's been put on top of it in no way interrupts the natural flow of the user interface, and that's a big deal. It's sometimes referred to as universal design, where you're not limiting one user group by enabling the device for another user group.
System on, ready.
And right here we heard system on, ready, and that lets us know because I can't see the projector, so I can't know when it's fully on or where the screen is fully bright. But that speech message actually just let me know that the projector is good to go and will project what's on my laptop. So let's go ahead and set my laptop to project.
Windows P, projection options, list box, computer only, 1 to 4, duplicate, extend, projector only.
There we go, projector only. Let's hit that. There we go. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and make sure that we're on laptop.
Laptop.
There we go, right there.
Laptop, selected.
And it lets us know that it's selected. And now the students can see what I am projecting.
Alt-Tab and bring us left.
And we have a little bit more proof of that because now my screen reader, I wouldn't maybe do this in a class setting, but my screen reader is coming through the audio because I've plugged my laptop into the room audio. Now, during the course of teaching, you might want to do more than just present from a laptop. We have a dock cam, for example, and we have other pieces of technology as well. So let's go through what this interface allows us to do.
Dock cam.
Let's start from the top.
Laptop, PC.
So the first thing you'll notice is it went bing, and that lets us know that we're at the top of the list. So there's audio, there's non-speech audio that lets us know we're at the top of the list, and it's a really quick, convenient way to let us know that. The first one was PC, as we heard.
Laptop, dock cam.
Laptop, dock cam.
Room volume.
And now we can adjust
68%.
the room volume, and that's at 68% right now.
Mic volume.
The microphone volume.
61%. Screen up.
And we have a couple of actions here. We can make the projector screen go up.
Screen down.
We can make it go down.
Toggle image mute.
And this is interesting. So toggle image mute. So this lets us mute out the image, which means it lets us black out the image so that nothing is displayed on the projector. Now, that's actually really helpful, again, from an accessibility or universal design point of view, because I carry around earbuds, for example, with me, so that, again, I can hear my computer. So if I'm giving a quiz to the students or I'm giving them a problem and I want to be working on something else, I can quickly slip in some earbuds. And then what I can do is remind my students that perhaps having their phone on is a bad idea, and then realize that it's my own, which would be a horrible teaching example. All right, and then we can plug the earbuds into the laptop, and so I will turn the image mute on now. There it is. It let me know that it's on, and I can still be using my computer via speech while the students can't see or are working on an exercise. I can then, of course, unplug that, and then turn the screen back on by swiping to the right because that's selection.
Off.
There we go. And what other options do we have here?
Power off.
And then we can power off the system. So this is the one option where it will ask us for a confirmation. So let's hear that now.
Swipe right again to power off.
Okay, and so we don't want to accidentally power off the system, so let's go ahead and do that.
System powering down.
There we go, and we can also, it lets us know to please wait, and also we can hear that the projector is retracting, and you can take that time to answer questions or unplug your equipment and so on and so forth.